It's a beautiful yet spooky place where Gothic grandeur goes hand in hand with ghostly goblins and apparitions of the dead. This unique home to spirits, ghosts, and haunted happenings is known as Belcourt Castle, a place where the unexplainable has been accepted as commonplace for over 100 years.
Now, most people would be scared to death to live in a haunted castle. But for the past 45 years, an actual flesh and blood married couple have been doing just that in this very same spooky space. And you gotta ask yourself, who would willingly live in a castle full of ghosts?
No, this woman isn't really a ghost, but Harley Tinney does have intimate knowledge of all the ghostly stories connected to this beautiful yet eerie castle. Mrs. Tinney and her husband Donald have lived in Belcourt since 1960.
Belcourt Castle has magic in it. From the time I first visited it at a concert when I was 16 years old, then I came back as a tour guide when I was 19 and fell in love with the treasures in the castle and the building itself.
But Belcourt's reputation as a truly haunted castle is what really captures the imagination.
Is Belcourt Castle haunted?
There are ghosts in Belcourt Castle, yes. For most people who have lived here for 2 weeks, they will have an experience that is inexplicable.
And of course, those inexplicable occurrences include plenty of ghost sightings, and not just by the Tinneys.
My mother-in-law came back to visit us, notably on the anniversary of her death, the first year, and a visitor saw her.
These suits of medieval armor also have a scary past. It's believed the knight who once wore this suit died an agonizing death, and his screams are still heard today.
It does scream at people. We've had scary incidents. The piano tuner has noticed it.
So how did Belcourt Castle become haunted in the first place? Well, the Tinneys believe most of the artifacts added to their collection over the years came with their own spirits, including this guy, who they affectionately refer to as the monk.
The first ghost that I encountered was the monk, which is an actual figure that many people have seen, dressed in a long brown coat and a hat.
There's also these ancient castle chairs, which may not be as empty as they seem. In fact, one paranormal expert conducting a group tour saw something involving one chair that was truly amazing.
She saw a lady thrown out of the chair, literally about 6 feet. And the next time, and the most convincing to me that there's something about the energy in those chairs, was a ball of lightning came out of one of the chairs. 70 people saw it.
Even the most skeptical person has to admit some pretty strange things happen here at Belcourt Castle. Take this mirror, for instance.
What's strange is that the mirror is securely fastened to the wall, but when you look into its reflection, the room itself appears to be moving. Is it an optical illusion or something more sinister? Whatever the truth, Mrs. Tinney says she's not worried in the least.
The hauntings here are friendly and not really malevolent in any manner or shape, and they don't appear all the time. There are years in between all of these stories.